Hey, welcome and congratulations for being part of the TradeBot Secrets. You're now a TradeBot Secrets agent. I have another secret to tell you. So let's go ahead and share that with you. So, we created a low price entry tool that's simple, that's easy to use, just so to get your feet wet. Kind of like a proof of concept so that you can understand the capabilities of it and what it can do, so that you can kind of build trust into the tool and then see like what else can it do, what more can we provide. So we started with that just so that you get your feet wet. But our goal is to fully automate the bot, okay, and which kind of takes a lot more development to do. We've been tuning, adding things. We've been learning. We're testing our own money, and as certain things happen, we're like, oh, I didn't think about that one. Let's add that, a little countermeasure to that, and add it to the code so that it doesn't dupe us again, right? And then if we see something new, like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. Like dropping $1,000 in 1 minute. We're like, wow. I didn't expect that one, and it happened. So we built in a countermeasure for that. Okay, so all these countermeasures that we built out is to prepare, and so that if we ever see that happen again, we're ready for it. Okay, in a automated fashion. And so remember, if you're still trading, it's still like a job. You still have to be there. You have to like watch it, click it, and place the orders, sell the order. And you stop doing that, you stop getting paid, and it's no different than a job. You have to be there. All right. So what we want is an asset. We want a tool a bot that will serve you and bring in income while you're gone. Right. So let me show you a demonstration of a bot that runs 24/7 and can handle 50x leverage. So it's a little higher risk. Okay. I wouldn't want to do this myself because you have to be really on it. Okay. And if you're not on it, the bot will take care of that for you. Okay. So let's see what it can do. It can trail stop profit. So as it's in profit, it'll trail that and lock it in while you're away. It's great for entering near the tops and bottoms of a sideways action. So usually. So this bot is really good for sideways, and that's when I would deploy it, is when it's sideways. Okay. Now, of course, it doesn't happen all the time. Sideways actions happen all the time. So if that's not there, you probably want not deploy it on that times. Or we have certain ways where we can keep it from. I mean, it still runs, but it'll wait until it's sideways and then start trading again. If it's trending up or down, it'll just kind of like sit in the background, not do anything. Okay, because we don't know how far it's gonna go, or it's gonna go and then tank, or is it fake pump and dump. We don't know. We just don't want to get involved, right? So that's because we're gonna play our strengths, and our strength is sideways for this bot. Okay. And also can dollar cost average. So let's say it gets a little too early. It's okay. We can dollar cost average in, shift the profit line down a little bit, and still be in profit. Okay. And so as market changes, it can auto adjust these settings. So the price action is high, it'll auto adjust that to a certain setting. If it's low, we'll take advantage of that. We can auto adjust leverage, and you can use VWAP, and it follows the price motion. And I'm going to give you a little snapshot what the price motion is. This price motion is kind of like a basically it just follows the price, and it just tracks the velocity and the acceleration. Okay, so I'll show you a little demonstration a little bit. And so in bot settings, the strategy can change, and I think we had talked about we were changing with it. And so we built a tool to kind of like calculate these auto breakouts, because we'll trade sideways for a while, and all of a sudden, boop, it pops up, and we're like, oh, dude, that's no longer sideways. And then we're trying to like short the top, but it doesn't come down, and that hits us, right? So we built these little breakouts so that we can kind of counter it. And once we track it and it starts to break out, we kind of pause our trading a little bit so that we can wait for it to kind of settle back down. Okay. Now we do have ways to kind of take advantage of the breakouts. We'll put a market order in here. So depending whether it breaks up or breaks down, we're gonna market order in with that direction. Okay. So those are things that you can set up to in there. You can deploy that strategy or not. It's up to you. depending on how risky it is. Sometimes it's a fake out. Sometimes it fakes you out and then takes away. That could happen too. So those are some things that you need to watch out for. And we do have wick protection to kind of counter against those fake outs, but they all cost resources whenever you have to switch direction and whatnot because of the market fees. All right, and then so this is a snapshot of the main bot. It can be as simple as loading a file that we user settings file that we've already developed, that's that we've used, and we have some results that we've gotten from these settings that you can kind of use again, and you just load and run. That's it. You kind of load it and set and forget it. Okay, but if you want to kind of come up with your own strategy, you think you can improve what we have already, there's a slew of all these things that you can do here. Sure, there's some auto adjust, different exit methods, different entry method stops. I'm not going to reveal it to you because it could be a little overwhelming for people who are wanting a simple bot. But if you want a sophisticated bot, there'll be training behind there and a private group, so you have to ask any questions. You can set your traps, certain indicators, hours, auto adjust certain things. So if the return ROE is a certain amount, you can adjust it. If you have made $100 already, you want to stop for the day, you can stop it. You can stop it during certain hours of the day, and you can change it based on price action, or you can change it based on the trend, or even the VWAP. So if it's above a certain point, you can say, hey, start longing or shorting, whatever you want to do. Okay, so these are all different indicators in the Sentinel that constantly watches the Sentinel. I guess Sentinels are basically bots that watch things for you. So this is where you would set it all up. You'll see statuses and things kind of move and whatnot. Okay, so these can be as sophisticated as you want it to be, but I don't want it to confuse you. I don't want it to be overwhelming for you. And all you basically do is load a setting that we give you, run it, and that's it, and let it run. Okay, so here's a snapshot of the bot, of the price motion bot, and this is what tracks the velocity and acceleration of the price. So as the price comes down or it goes up, and how like if you understand the harmonics, let me kind of go back and talk about harmonics a little bit. How like it kind of goes up and down, right? It goes up, but as it goes up and down, on like maybe it takes like maybe an hour to do that, but in that there's little tiny wiggles, right, in the 5-10 minutes as it comes down. So those are different like fractals or harmonics that's still going it's still waving, but up and down, but it's a little bit micro movements. And there's a bigger movement here, and out of this big movement there could be a bigger one that's kind of like right? So that's kind of what these frequencies mean. These are smaller frequencies that are moving in the micro point. We can look at the 15-minute chart, or we can look at the 1 hour chart, or the 1 hour frequency, and then it will calculate the velocity for that point. So based on this, on the 30-minute, 1 hour, and the 20-minute, it looks like it's going up. But on the micro parts, the 1 minute, 15 minute, it's starting to curve down. Okay, and based on that, we also look at the acceleration, so as it's slowing up, accelerating, or decelerating. Okay, so these are the indicators that we look at. And we're like, okay, so which one to use? Well, we normally use either the 15-minute or 30-minute, or we can actually align them so that they match up with certain numbers, just to get a little confirmation and whatnot. Okay, this is all figured out already. You don't have to worry about it. And we're gonna show some results, right? So he had $80 in his account. No, so he was up $80, and then he got stop loss to close on 30 plus 32 count. So he was up $32. And here's another one. Nice. How much did they make to $88? So he had used about $250 to make $88 in one day. Okay. All right, and this is some of my results here. I'm gonna move it up. $180 for the day, and that's in ETH. Okay. I don't remember how much I used for this one. All right, done for the day. Usually we'll we have this rule where it's like maybe we won't take too much. As we trade more, we put more risk. So once we get our return for the day, we shut it down and we stop trading, because eventually you might get that one big one that takes everything down. I don't think this was that bad, but You see here, $413. It's kind of a little fuzzy here, but you can probably see a 4 here. And then so the next day we did it again, and let's see what we get the next day. Another 510, so we're up $923 total. Daily for this day was $510. Okay, and this is using 50,000 contracts. I think we're using about 1 BTC at the time, 1 or 2 BTCs. I think it was about 2 BTCs, but we only used a third of that account, so each trading size was about this much. Okay, so as you move higher and higher, and you know it's dollar cost averaging as it needs to, so there's smaller position sizes and whatnot, and as it comes and goes, you can start to generate what it needs to generate. Okay, you can see this consistent wins right there. Okay, so hopefully that gets you exciting. All right, so if that makes you $510 in a day using a $10,000 account, that's about is that 5% in a day? Yeah, well, 10% would be $1,000 in a day. So what is that worth to you? Okay, so what we're gonna do is normally we charge $999 per month for this tool. Our license is $1,000. It's like $997 for the year, and we're gonna offer a lifetime package just because as a welcoming package. Okay, you won't see this again. It won't be in the back end after you come in that you can rebuy later. You'll only see this one time. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna give you 1 license to Leverage Trapper Bot. It allows you to trade only 1 coin on Bybit. Okay, so you can switch if you want to do Bitcoin. You're good. If you want to switch to Ether, then you gotta kill this one, kill this, and just close out the orders and then move on to ETH and then trade that one. Okay, if you want more, I don't know. Let me know. Okay. You buy this one and then maybe contact support later on and say, hey, I actually want to take advantage of it and get a couple more. Let me know about that. Okay. All right. Simple to use, load settings. So you can just load the settings that we gave you. The latest working settings. You get the latest working settings channel. So if we make any updates to the settings, you'll get that. You'll be updated. And you get a private Discord trading channel with other members that are using this this bot. Okay. All right. And so that's, if anything changes, if something happens and we push an update, you'll get the latest scoop on that. Okay. Normally $997 per year. Okay, and this is what you get. Just make sure you see it. You get 1 license. It allows you to trade 1 coin. You get the latest working settings, and you get a private trading channel on Discord. Okay. And then just remember, how much would it take for you to get that back, right? So for this one special offer, never see it again, is $297 lifetime license, unlimited updates. Go get it now, and that's our secret. Okay, don't tell anyone about this. You'll see it on our main autotuner.io website. It's priced at $99 per month or $997 per year. Okay, and we already have current users who have paid that rate, and they don't know about it. Okay, because they came in way early before TradeBot 6 came around, and we were developing it. They were on it, using it, and whatnot. All right. So it takes a lot of time to develop a TradeBot here, and so here's your chance to get this for life. Okay, you don't have to pay the programmer. I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to take care of the maintenance, the ongoing maintenance. If there's any updates that needs to be changes or whatever, we'll work out developer. I'll pay his fee. Normally, I actually built this myself, but we're actually moving on to another programmer that can help us develop it further. That's more than what I can ever do myself. So it's better to work as a team, and this will actually enable it to us to improve about with more expert programmers that can do way far better than what I can ever do. Okay. All right, so click the link below and take advantage of the secret offer, and we'll see you on the inside.